Hey guys, welcome to Quiet Mind Fast Rider. So this is gonna be a post-cruise flow. It's gonna be nice and slow to stretch after a long cruise. With me, I got here the R18 from BMW, and let's get ready. So let's get started in child's pose. You can bring your two knees as wide as the mat and your two big toes together. Send your hips back, your arms forward. So just begin to arrive here, feeling the weight of gravity pull you down. Start taking those longer inhales and longer exhales. Take a big inhale through the nose and out through the mouth, and just let it all go. Now let's begin coming up on all fours. Knees below the hips, wrists below the shoulders, and as you inhale you drop your belly, lift the gaze up, and as you exhale you curve the back up. So this is called cat-cows, and you keep doing this as you inhale and you exhale. Do a few more on your own breath, on your own rhythm. Now coming back to a neutral spine, you can come back into kneeling. Now you're going to lift your right hand, palm facing the front, and with your left hand you're going to pull your wrist back. So in these cruises we get a lot of vibration in our wrists from the handlebars, so we're going to stretch it out a bit. Now you can face your palm towards yours, and with the left you're going to bring your wrist closer into you. And now switching hands, your left stretching back, now facing you. I can roll out your wrists a little bit to release. And now coming back to all fours, tabletop position. You're gonna inhale your right arm up, and as you exhale you thread the needle, so you're gonna lay down your shoulder on the ground and your head on your side. And you can either keep your hand here or to the front, or you can wrap it around your back. Now if you had your hand behind your back, start to release, coming back up and inhale your arm to the sky, exhale coming back into tabletop. On the other side, inhale the left arm up, exhale, thread the needle, lay down your shoulder on the ground, your head on the side, and then again you can either keep the hand as is, or towards the front of the mat, or wrapping around the back, maybe even grabbing the thigh. If you have your hands behind your back, start to let release. Inhale the left arm all the way up and coming back into the tabletop. And sitting back into kneeling position. Now you can bring your right arm behind your back, and with the left arm you can pull it back to stretch the tricep. Or if it's accessible to you, you can even bring your left arm into a bind behind your back, so you can grab the opposite fingers. And now releasing. Let's do the other side. Bring your left arm to the middle of your back. With your right, you can help to stretch the tricep. Or if it's accessible to you, you can come back into a bind. Grab your fingers with the opposite hand. And release, coming back into kneeling. Now you can inhale both your arms into a T position, your palms facing up. And now bring your arms into a W with your palms facing forward. So this really helps to stretch out the chest. And you can bring your hands back down into your knees. Now you can drop your chin to your chest and roll your neck to the right shoulder, and then back down, and your ear to your left shoulder. Keep doing these half circles, nice and slow. Stretching out the neck, another area that gets tensed up from the wind in our helmets. Now coming back into neutral, lift your head gently and then place your right hand on your left ear and just let the weight of the hand rest there gently to stretch the side of your neck. And release, and the same thing on the other side. Place your left hand on your right ear and just let the weight gently rest there, stretching out the right side of the neck. And release and let go. And now coming back onto all fours, and then you can lift up into plank, and from plank lift your hips up into downward facing dog. So you can walk out the dog, stretching one leg at a time. Make sure your hips are nice and lifted. Your palms are planted. Your biceps are facing up. So your shoulders are nice and broad. And from here, as you inhale, you come to the top of the mat, forward fold. And then you inhale, you halfway up. And as you exhale, you forward fold. And as you inhale, you come all the way up into an upward salute. Maybe stretch a bit back. And exhale, bring your hands to your sides, palms facing forward, mountain pose. Just feel the power here. Feel your feet grounded on the floor. Feel this connection. And then as you inhale, you come back up. And you exhale to forward fold. Inhale halfway up. And exhale into plank. And lower down gently into bottom up push-up. And you inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And now we're going to do that one breath, one movement. So inhale, stretch back. Exhale, come to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale into plank, all the way down to the bottom of the push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, come to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sprint to the top of the mat or jump. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Mountain pose. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Step or jump back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, arms down, mountain pose. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can set your knees to the ground, knee position, and just feel the effects here of that little warm-up series. Just a few sun salutations to warm the body up, to go into some deeper stretches. And moving forward, coming back into a plank, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, parallel to the floor. Maybe you can even bend your knee into a scorpion. And you exhale, bring the foot between your hands, runner's lunge. Then you can set the back knee down. Put your hands on top of your knee, make sure your knee is above your ankle, and just start pulsing forward, opening up the hips. And now you can bring your left hand next to your foot, rotate your foot 45 degrees to the outside, and you can, with your right hand, gently pulse the knee out to open the hip. And now with your right hand, you can try to grab your back foot, or maybe use a strap to pull it in, to stretch out the quads. Give it one last squeeze and let the foot gently down. And now you can straighten your front leg and coming into a half split. So this is going to stretch out the hamstring, calf. You can flex your right foot. And now coming back into a runner's lunge, step back into plank, upward facing dog. And now we're going to inhale the left leg up, maybe bend the knee, scorpion, and as you exhale, bring your foot between your hands, runner's lunge, set the back knee down, and you can put both your hands on top of your knee and start gently pulsing forward, releasing the hips. And now bring your right hand next to your foot, rotate your left foot out 45 degrees, and with your left hand gently pulse the knee out, so you rotate the hip. And now reaching with your left hand, you can grab your back foot, or maybe use a strap to bring your foot closer, to stretch out the quads, gently pulse it in. And gently release the back foot down. Now stretching the front leg into half splits. Make sure your toes are flexed. And start bending your front knee again, coming back into plank and downward facing dog. And now inhale the right leg up, and exhale, you're going to bring your knee behind your right wrist, and your foot can be as up as is comfortable. You can set the back knee and the foot down, and you can inhale, stretch up, and then just lay down over your hands or on your forehead. You can make a little pillow with your wrists. Make sure the hips are neutral, so you're not leaning towards one side more than the other, so your weight is evenly distributed. And now gently start coming back up. Nice and easy. This one is quite intense. The hip can feel very tender now, so take your time and go into plank, then upper facing dog. You can walk out the dog a bit. Now inhale the left leg up, and exhale, set the knee behind your left wrist. Set the back knee down and the foot flat on the floor. You can adjust your foot here. Doesn't need to be completely at a 45-degree angle. And then you can inhale, and you exhale, you can come down again into your wrists, making a pillow with your hands for your forehead. Now gently start coming back up. Take your time. Coming back into a plank, and then upward facing dog. And walk out the dog. Stretch one foot at a time. You can stretch in your down facing dog and come down into your knees. going to sit down, and you're going to bring the bottoms of your feet together. Make sure your hips are nice, seated evenly. Bring your feet as close to your hips as possible. You can grab your feet, and you inhale, you stretch your spine long, and as you exhale, fold forward as far as you can. Slowly release. Bring your knees up and stretch your legs to the front of the mat. Make sure your spine is long. Inhale the arms up, and as you exhale, you fold forwards. You can grab your chins, your feet, your ankles, whatever feels comfortable, wherever you can reach, and just breathe here. With each inhale, stretch the spine long, and with each exhale, you fold a bit deeper. So the goal here is not to bring your head closer to your knees, but actually think of bringing your chest closer to your thighs. And now slowly releasing, coming back up. Come to lay down on your mat. Bring your feet closer to your hips, and as you inhale, you lift the hips up, and you can interlace your fingers and shimmy your shoulders underneath you so your weight is on your shoulders. And make sure you're activating the glutes and stretching the front of the body. And exhale, come down. Now you can bring your legs up and back, trying to touch the ground on top of you. This is great to stretch out the whole back, the spine, the neck. And now you can bring your hands on your lower back and inhale the legs up into inversion. So this is great for letting the blood flow, come down. Make sure your weight is on your shoulders and not on your neck and on your triceps. Now gently start bringing the legs down, one vertebra at a time. Grab both your knees, and now you extend the left leg long, and you're gonna bring your right arm into a T, and you're gonna let your right knee drape down to the opposite side. Make sure your right shoulder is anchoring down, so this is more important than bringing the knee all the way down to the floor. And your gaze can be either up or to the right side, whichever feels more comfortable. And now bringing the knees back in, and you're gonna Send your right leg long. You can put your left arm into a T and let your left knee come down to the right. Make sure your left shoulder is anchoring down. Once again, bring the knees back in. You can take one inhale and lift your forehead to your knees. One last big squeeze. And exhale, release all the way down into Shavasana. So you can have your feet wide apart, your hands taking up as much space as you need, palms facing up. And now just releasing the whole body, all the tension. Just find a really comfortable position. Make sure everything is comfortable. And you can take a big inhale through the nose and out the mouth, letting it all go, feeling that release. And now just start noticing your breath without changing it, just allowing it to be, feel the breath, breathing itself. And officially we're going to say the class is over here, but if you have more time, I highly advise you to just stay here in Shavasana for a few minutes longer. And when you're ready to come out, just gently move your fingers and wiggle your toes and gently come up and take whatever you came into to the rest of your day. And thank you so much for your practice.